Hello all, in this video, we'll be seeing about the technical limitations that we have in Janus Graph. One should know the technical limitations before using any technology. So without wasting any time, let's move ahead and see those. In Janus Graph, limitations are categorized into two categories. First one is design limitation and second one is temporary limitations. Design limitations are the limitations that are because of the design and architecture of the technology. And these limitations are unlikely to be removed in near future. Let us understand the definition of design limitations using a real technology scenario. Let's take an example of Java. We all know that in Java, multiple inheritance is not supported. And why it is not supported? Let's try and understand. Let's suppose a class C which extends two other classes, that is A and B. This kind of thing cannot be done in Java. Why? Because if we do this, let's suppose class A has a method M1 and class B also have a method M1 with same definition, or I should say with same signature. So if these two classes A and B is extended in class C, then which M1 method, this one or this one, should be extended in class C? This results in the ambiguity. Because of this, multiple inheritance is not supported in Java. So if we see this clearly, we can see that because of this extend process, or because of the way Java works, because of the way Java is designed, we cannot achieve multiple inheritance. So this would be considered as a design limitation for Java. I hope now you are clear with what a design limitation is. Let's move ahead and see the second category. Temporary limitations are the limitations which can be removed in upcoming releases. That is, these are just because of some issues which can be removed in the future. Now let's move ahead and see the actual limitations. The first limitation of Janus Graph is size limitation. What do we mean by this is, we can only have 2 to the power 60 edges and 2 to the power 60 by 2 number of vertices. This is a huge number, but if we compare it with different graph databases and the scenarios and the use cases we have today, this number is also small. So according to this, it can support only 2 to the power 60 number of edges and 2 to the power 60 by 2 number of vertices. Secondly, we have a data type definition limitation. According to this limitation, if we define the data type of a property key using data type method, that is data type, and provide some or the other class in it. So Janus Graph will ensure that every property, or I should say every value that is ingested in that particular property or that particular column should strictly be of this particular type. For example, if we provide string class in it, then the value that can be ingested in that property will only be string. It will not support any subclass also. For example, if we try to define the data type of the property as number.class, it will not support long or integer. I've taken this just as an example. Janus Graph does not support number. It only supports long and integer. Let me show you the total number of data types that is supported by Janus Graph. So these are the 12 data types that is supported by Janus Graph. That is string, character, boolean, byte, short, integer, long, float, double, date, geoshape, and UUID. Now let's move ahead to the next limitation. The next limitation is edge retrievals are order of log k. What do we mean by this is, if we try to retrieve an edge using an edge ID using tx, where tx is the transaction object, get edge is the method. Here we are providing the ID of the edge. This code here is not giving me a constant time. That is, the time taken to retrieve an edge with this ID will be dependent on some or the other data. What data it will be dependent on? Let's suppose we have an edge between vertex 1 and vertex 2, and the edge have an ID, and using this ID we are trying to retrieve this edge. So what Janus graph will try to do is, Janus graph will try to calculate or try to get the vertex, any adjacent vertex. It can be V1 or it can be V2, any adjacent vertex which have less number of incident edges. In this case, we have V2 vertex with only one incident edge apart from this particular edge. And why Janus graph will do this? It's because the time of retrieval would be dependent on the number of incident edges. As the number of incident edges will increase, so the time will also increase. So the K that we are seeing here is the number of incident edges on any one adjacent vertex, either V1 or V2. And it will be V1 or it will be a V2. It will dependent on the number of incident edges. If V1 has the less number of incident edges, this vertex will be used to retrieve this edge, or if V2 will be having less number of incident edges, then V2 will be used to retrieve this edge. I hope I am clear with this limitation. If you are having any doubt, please let me know in the comment section. Next limitation is type definition cannot be changed. It states that if we define an edge label, a property key, or a vertex label and commit that changes into a graph, we cannot change it further. That is, for example, if I have created an edge label, namely software, so this particular edge label, namely software, will reside in the graph for forever. You cannot update it or you cannot remove it. For property keys, Janus graph has given us a functionality to rename a key, but removing of a key is not available till now. The next limitation is reserved keywords. Janus graph has some or the other reserved keywords which cannot be used in edge label, vertex label, or property keys. Let me show you the total list of reserved keywords. So these are total 6 reserved keywords that cannot be used in the name of a vertex label, edge label, or a property key. These reserved keywords are vertex, element, edge, property, label, and key. We are done with design limitations now. Let's move ahead and see a temporary limitation. The temporary limitation which is there in Janus graph is limited mixed index support. A minute before we saw the total number of data types that are supported by Janus graph. So if you want to create indexes on those properties defined with those particular data types, we can do so, but we cannot create a mixed index when it is defined as a set or a list. That is, if we define a column or a property key named software with a data type of string, we can create a mixed index in this. But if we try to create a mixed index on a column software having a data type list of string, we cannot do so. So these were the limitations that we have in Janus graph as of now. In case of any doubt and difficulties, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching the video.